My name is Linford Andrews, Advisor and Head of Electoral Support at the Commonwealth Secretariat. I'm the CEP Training Team Lead for the Commonwealth Election Professionals Initiative.
Tell us about this training here in the American region, here at the Hyatt in Port of Spain, Trinidad, Hyatt Regency. How many persons and what's the main focus of the training?
Thank you very much. We have 23 participants from 9 election management bodies in the Caribbean and Americas region. These are all Commonwealth member countries. The theme for this training program is focused on opportunities and risks for electoral integrity in the context of artificial intelligence. So participants from around the Caribbean and Americas are exploring issues related to the principles in the use of artificial intelligence in election management, as well as the ethical issues, the legal and regulatory environment, and also navigating the constructive uses of AI as well as the risks.
You all have been doing this training around the Commonwealth region. The issue of AI is touching everywhere. How critical is this AI training particularly?
It's very, very critical, and it's becoming of increasingly importance for election management bodies around not just the Caribbean and Americas, but around the Commonwealth and more broadly globally. Election management bodies are facing this challenge across the region in particular because in smaller member countries of the Commonwealth where there are capacity gaps, it's of a particular challenge. So the advantage of everyone being here together in one shared space, it affords all the election management bodies that are here the opportunity to share their concerns, their challenges, and also importantly lessons that they can share with colleagues that may be of value as others try and navigate both the positive and negative aspects of adopting the use of artificial intelligence in election management. This is the second time that we are exploring this theme among Commonwealth election management bodies. We also similarly conducted the same training event for our Asian member countries in Colombo, Sri Lanka in May 2025.
All right.
And we foresee that this issue, this theme, I should clarify, would actually be very much a focus of attention for election management bodies elsewhere in the Commonwealth as we continue to roll out the Commonwealth Election Professionals Initiative. This is the fourth phase of this initiative funded by the Australian government. The original CEP was launched in 2013. This is actually the fifth training event for Commonwealth election professionals in the Caribbean and Americas region.
My name is Josephine Tamai. I'm the Chief Elections Officer for Belize. The highlight of this training has been AI, which is something that as electoral management bodies is very, very essential for us. Because as we move forward, we realize that many years ago, we did not think about AI in terms of elections and how it could impact the credibility of an election. And so this workshop allowed us to reflect on our individual countries and to share experiences with our colleagues to see how we can better equip ourselves to see how AI can assist in certain areas with elections, and also there are areas where AI may not be able to assist, because we always have to ensure that we have the human factor in all of it, especially when it comes to elections. Because the integrity of an election, the credibility of an election is so important.
Hi, my name is Shirley Turton, Chief Electoral Officer in Barbados. The highlight of this initiative for me was getting to meet other heads of other EMBs. The fact that I am a new Chief Electoral Officer, I found it to be very informative. It really demonstrated that we have a lot in common, and also that we need to bond more together to help each other through these processes.
My name is Ante Joseph. I'm the Chief Elections Officer in Dominica. And this was a very important workshop. As you know, information is evolving and we are now in the age of AI. And this was a real eye-opener to most of the participants, but that we can actually implement some of these measures in our systems, election systems. I certainly have already made some good contacts here. I've already made the contact with the IT team in Dominica, that they can begin speaking with some of those persons who already have some systems implemented. And one of them that particularly interests me was the fact that they use the IA to calculate votes rather than the manual process, which would make it much easier and would give results in a quicker time frame. So this is something that I would like to see implemented in Dominica, and we know we are, in the season where we may be having elections very shortly. So I want to put that in place as soon as possible. So when that time comes around, that we can have a quick way of calculating our votes rather than the manual way that we are accustomed to do it.
My name is Dora James, and I'm the supervisor of elections for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The highlight for me is the awareness of the AI. We, as electoral practitioners, probably were using AI for a while, but not really understanding the pros and cons. And for me, it was an eye-opener. I was better able to understand what AI is, how to use it, and be cautious in some cases. It may appear fancy, but it is not always fancy. And also how it can be used to mitigate against challenges, especially mis and disinformation, and be able to also use those to educate the public.
A Sharfus Journal production.